Which, how do you say? A gazebo.
Paul Bunyan, where food is good, but not too good, eh?
So, things that I didn't like based on the book, and you can correct me if, like, they changed it for the movie or anything, because I don't know, because I didn't read the books. I'm saving that for retirement.
You should just read it.
No.
I'm reading The Outsiders.
Oh my god, I love that book.
I don't.
Really?
It'd be better with Pennywise in it.
Okay, moving on.
Whoa, hold on. Did we just open up an entire new subgenre?
I mean, they do. Both of them do take place in the 50s.
We need to put Pennywise in more coming-of-age stories.
No, we don't.
Yes.
No.
And then you'd be like, we all float down here, Soda Pop, and then you'll just suck him in.
Don't kill Soda Pop.
They all deserve to die. Anyway.
No. Whoa! Alright,
Anyway.
moving on. Okay, so.
Copyright
What?
it. That's my idea, don't take it.
Oh my god.
You heard it here first.
Ugh, okay.
The Outsiders.
So I said I was really annoyed that the fucking rock with the blood on it was Mike's, like, token from Beverly. I thought that was fucking stupid, and they just kind of threw that in there.
They did.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Was that in the book?
No, because that version of the ritual Chud is movies unique.
Okay, so I didn't like that.
I explained. I told you the whole ritual. It's just that battle of wills. That's
Right.
it.
Okay, well, still. I also did not like that nobody fucking remembered how they got the scar on their hand. Was that in the book?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't like that.
Yeah, because none of them remembered Derry until Mike called them in until they got into the town.
See, I think that they should have remembered Derry, and I think they should have remembered the fact that, like, I have a scar from this big thing, but I don't remember what the big thing was.
None of them remember anything.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
Because that's the power of Derry, because Derry is it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Or you could actually relate it back to PTSD and try and suppress memories.
Right.
See, that's a bit better, but then you should still remember certain things from your hometown.
Right, that's the power of it. That's the power of Derry, is that you remember as long as you're there. But once you leave, then you're... But speaking of Mike, I didn't like how he was such a big focal point for this movie.
He was the only one who was at Derry.
After being almost, like, written out of the first movie.
Yeah.
What do you mean he was almost written out of the first movie?
He didn't have a big part to play.
Yeah, he leaves the movie. He leaves the movie for, like, almost a third of it, and then just comes back at the end.
Yeah, he's a non-entity in the first movie.
And then he gets, the pivotal role of Keeper of the Watchtower.
Yeah, I mean,
the second one.
That's one thing I think the TV version did very well, was keep Mike as a focal point, but also kind of pull him back a little bit.
Because in Chapter 1, they made Ben what Mike was. The historian.
Yeah, the historian.
That bothered me.
I didn't mind Mike, but at the very end, Pennywise had said something about how, like, Mike lied to them or whatever. Yeah. And I was really, really hoping, but I didn't think it would go this way, that, like, he kind of went onto, like, Pennywise's side and was, like, trying to get them all back to kill them. And, like, that would have been cool.
Gazebo.
Which, how do you say? A gazebo.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Good.
I know. Like, I can do a pretty good Skarsgård Pennywise.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and this, you can probably elaborate on this for me then. Henry Bowers can just fuck off. He was, like, barely important in this movie whatsoever, and that really ticked me off. Like,
yeah, they didn't explain why Pennywise wanted him.
Well, because he got him in the first one saying, oh, you go kill them all.
Right, and then he brings him back as an adult, because in the miniseries and in the book, they're down Stan, they're down Mike. Because Henry's attack on Mike is successful, and he almost does kill him, but he hospitalizes him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's only just Bill, Bev,
Ben,
and Eddie.
Yeah.
So they're down to just 5.
Richie?
And Richie.
Yeah.
Richie.
Yeah, so they're down to 5. So 7 was the magic number, because it's that idea of unity, it's that idea of the number 7.
Yeah, being the perfect number.
Yeah.
Prime number,
So he sent Henry Bowers to kill them because he's not reliant on the power of belief. Henry can kill them if they believe, half believe, or don't believe at all.
Right.
Pennywise can only kill them if they half believe.
Sure, and I understand that, but it was just done very poorly with this movie, in my opinion.
It was done shittily.
Yeah. I liked that he was in the asylum, and I liked how he...
I didn't like the explanation of how he survived.
How he survived.
Like he fell down.
That was dumb.
That was weird.
That was so... I almost forgot about that.
What?
That was so fucking dumb. He hit his head so goddamn hard.
Yeah, like
no,
he falls
how
down
did he survive?
He just falls down the well and gets washed out.
Right.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
It seemed ridiculous.
It was.
And it's a far fall.
It was a far fall!
And he hit his head!
Anything more than twice your height, you're breaking something at the very least.
And then not to mention the surface tension of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your insides will
just...
liquefy if you hit it from high enough.
They should have had him fall on top of a bunch of red balloons or some shit and still be like unconscious and then get washed out.
Because like Pennywise's I completely forgot the word. His backup plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he knew the losers were going to do him in, but he sets this up
as a just in case.
Yeah.
Well, I liked how he acted when he saw the red balloon. That
was fine.
That was
a cool idea.
I was legitimately...
Instead of Pennywise talking to him through the moon, I thought that was cooler.
Yeah.
Through the moon?
Yeah. Because he's insane, so Pennywise just talks to him through the moon.
This just makes him look even more crazy, if anything, because he just starts screaming at this balloon.
Right.
Yeah. Can anyone else see the balloon? I don't think they did.
He was in an asylum. They probably all did.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I think they all reacted, because he did.
They reacted because he started
reacted
freaking
to
out.
him.
Yeah.
But some of them started going towards the window
because he was
at the window.
Ooh.
But I really liked how he got the knife back, and I was I know it was a jump scare, but I was legitimately scared of his friend with how they made him look.
A nice makeup job, yeah.
Yeah, that I liked. I thought that was well done.
I laughed at so much of this movie.
I didn't think it was an effective jump, like a really effective jump scare. It was almost
obnoxious.
It was almost comedic.
It was obnoxious because it was the music that really overdid it.
Yeah,
and that's one of the weakest parts of this series is the music. I hate the scores.
I would love to see a set of like short videos of those two just riding around buddy cop wise, except like anti cop.
It was a little
It's great.
odd.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Yes, it was pretty book accurate.
I don't care if it's book accurate. I just don't like.
It worked. I thought it translated pretty nicely.
Okay, well, I didn't like with the flashback with Henry that he comes home and the police are there and automatically they just arrest him.
Right.
I didn't like that.
That's fine with it.
It was just kind of like, really, dude? I wrote it down saying that...
Are you sure?
Yes. When Henry goes to kill the losers, okay, and he stabs Eddie in the face, I was so scared Eddie was going to die. And I didn't know he died, though. Like, I had no idea. So, when he stabbed him in the face, it was really weird to me. And they didn't handle that scene well at all. They tried to make it fucking funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
He's not a great director.
No, it's not fucking funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's not funny.
But it's like weird because the stuff he tried to make funny wasn't funny. And then there's just so many unintentionally hilarious things.
Right, and
like
it sucked.
The bit with Eddie in the basement and the leopard vomits on him.
Yeah.
And then it just starts playing that song.
Yeah, I just...
Like, what was the decision-making process behind that?
I don't know.
At all.
The director thought... It must have just been the director thought it was funny.
Well, that scene should have been terrifying. Both of them.
It was hilarious.
Right.
Just because you got to see the mom in the fat suit, and that was just ridiculous.
Well, okay, we'll talk about that in a second, because I have thoughts on that, too.
Fun fact about that?
Yeah.
The woman that played his mom also played his wife.
I love that.
That was great.
I had kind of figured as much.
Because that's the big joke in the book, is that he just married his mother.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Because he was kind of Oedipal.
Well, look at fucking Bev. Like, she got with an abusive husband.
She married her dad.
Right, Oedipus is in the fucking world. I love
and boy, did his mom love Oedipal arrangements.
They're still trying to make that work.
Yeah, so
way to steal my joke, Dave.
So, I just thought the whole, like, stabbing Eddie part was so fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. And I was really, really annoyed about it. I was ready to be, like, scared in a more realistic way of, like, fearing a human being who's crazy versus fearing a fucking clown. So I didn't like that at all. When Eddie went back, though, into, like, his flashback or whatever, I thought that was one of the best ones. Not that you can really compare, but, like, that one and Bev, those two were the best.
What was Bev's?
When she went to the apartment.
Oh, that's
And the
right.
old
That's
lady.
right.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the bit where her dad's like spooning her and sprays her with her mother's perfume.
That was interesting.
That was unsettling. That was legitimately disturbing.
I think that's when I left the movie theater to go refill my drink because I was afraid of the old lady. Because I don't remember that, and I feel like I would remember that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, a lot of the flashbacks were just kind of there. The thing with Paul Bunyan was fine.
Oh, I
That was
enjoyed
I
Paul
didn't
Bunyan.
like that. I thought that was
That was
cheesy.
in the book.
Paul Bunyan, where food is good, but not too good, eh?
It was fine, I guess. I don't know. Neither one of us are helping you out with that.
Fuck was that?
That was Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
don't
that
know
is.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's a shame.
I don't know what that is.
What'd you think about the opening scene of the movie?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
necessary.
Oh yeah. Actually, a little something on that.
It sets the tone for Richie and why
Yeah.
he was the way he was, and I was surprised that they brought that out of the book.
Isn't that like one of the first scenes in the book?
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah.
thing that kicks off the entire.
yeah, because Pennywise's 27-year cycle is always kicked off by an act of great violence,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done. I really liked
We're
it.
gonna stoke the fire a little bit here because I know you're gonna go off.
Who? Oh,
I know it.
Here we go.
Abby actually read an article prior to going and seeing the movie that the LGBTQ plus community absolutely hates this movie because of its representation of gays throughout.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Why? Why? I don't what is their
Oh,
big fucking problem?
And
They were, like-
specifically is the opening scene is what they cited.
Why? Because they were.
Beating up a gay guy?
That's what fucking happened and
Yeah.
still happens though.
That's what
Yeah.
happens in small towns.
Yeah.
I had
And
no
like,
problem with it. Obviously,
Fine.
that should not be happening anymore, but it does happen.
That is a thing.
The
yeah.
world is not a happy-go-lucky place. Besides the fact that this was a fucking horror movie.
right.
Fucking assholes, whatever.
Like, and don't take it up with the movie. Take it up with the book.
Yeah. Stephen
'Cause
King,
it's a
because it
scene in
opens
the
up with
book.
that.
Yeah.
And to have something like that written when it was
Right.
is very progressive.
Right.
And to have them come out on top.
You know what else, though? Speaking of that type of thing, like, I went and saw this with my brother-in-law, and of course, like, when the guys start kissing, I didn't realize they were a couple, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever, like a normal human being. And there were kids who were sitting down by us who literally screamed out, ew. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Children.
Really? So, like, that,
Oh.
you know. What?
No babies.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
When I went to go
Wow.
see it,
Thank
yeah,
God.
no babies.
Breaking the streak.
Which is weird. I wasn't expecting it. Just
Oh,
people that were
God.
mad that I laughed at stuff.
So babies.
So babies.
I mean, I think I laughed too much at this for it to be a good enough horror movie.
Apparently, I laughed significantly less than Jenny was expecting.
It's just pathetic to me when you're laughing at a horror movie and you're not supposed to be. Even when you are supposed to be, you're not supposed to be.
I do that to a lot of them.
I know you do.
I don't know.
I know.
There, people deal with horror in different ways. I know this doesn't apply to you guys in this instance, but something like that, I've laughed at horror movies and I'm a little bitch.
It's true.
You are.
And it's just because it makes me feel so awkward that I'm a little bitch.
Yeah.
Another issue for me was the length. Because it
Yeah.
felt like 3 hours.
I disagree.
It absolutely felt like 3 hours.
I disagree.
I 100%
You're
agree
wrong.
on that one.
Like Midsummer was 3 hours. Didn't feel like it. Not in the slightest. Endgame was 3 hours. It felt like
Oh,
it.
that
I
felt like
disagree.
5 hours.
It felt like.
I thought it was fine.
It would have. It's like there was so much padding that I would have been happier without the flashbacks, without the kid stuff. Like the first movie almost didn't even need to exist because the second movie just told you.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a really good point.
I have a question.
No.
But
The book does incorporate flashbacks throughout the second half, doesn't it?
No.
It
the
doesn't.
way
Oh.
the book works is it does chunks, but then it jumps back and forth.
Oh, all right. So you're getting two stories
Yeah.
simultaneously.
So as you're getting towards the climax, you're getting not only the 50s fight with Pennywise, but you're also getting the fight with them as adults.
That's interesting.
So you're jumping back and forth and you're seeing parallels.
I wonder if he wrote one like the 1950s story and then the 27 years later story and then just kind of interweaved it. Like he did that through editing.
That'd be cool.
Most likely.
Because that would make the most sense.
There's no way he kept all that straight when he had that much cocaine in his system.
Oh, you don't know.
There's a lot of
cocaine brain.
in that
Who
book,
knows?
Though. Like Jesus fucking Christ.
There's a kid orgy.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think we talked about that before.
I'm glad that didn't go into film.
It's a weird.
Yeah,
I'm not squeamish about
porn.
details, but it's just like it's weird.
It's like why?
Wait, for the orgy?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense to me, and I didn't even read it.
There's a purpose towards it. Some of the detail is just so odd.
But that's what I love about Stephen King, though, is that
too.
he's so fucking weird, and you never know what he's going to do, but it's fine with what he does.
You usually know what he's going to do.
I don't know. He's surprised me a lot, but... I mean, I'm sure the book is amazing. It's just this director really pissed me off, and I don't even know him in anything else other than the It movies.
Have you seen the music video for Adele's Hello?
No. This is random, like...
No, he did it.
He directed that.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And then he directed one other movie, and then he jumped in the It Chapter 2, right?
Mama.
He
did Mama.
Mama
he
along
didn't
with
do a good job
Del
with
Toro.
Mama.
Also with Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, okay, one of the big issues I
Mama
have
was
with
funny.
him as a director was that he does so many fucking jump scares. And I don't normally mind jump scares all that much, but I was annoyed that as soon as I jumped and then saw whatever it was that the camera wanted me to see, it stayed on that scary figure for too long and then took away the fear factor. It killed it completely.
When what's his face in the insane asylum, and when he hands him his knife back, it really paused on that for a long time. Like as soon as you mentioned
that's the only
that,
one I didn't mind though.
Okay.
I couldn't
Which
stand
is funny.
that. It felt so awkward and just horrible because, like, what's his face was laughing off screen and was still on his face.
Yeah.
It just felt weird.
Well, okay, so like the mini spider with Stan's face, Stan. Yeah, with Stan's face on it.
Oh, you mean his head that just became the creature from the thing?
Yeah. I didn't mind it at first, but because they stayed on it for so long, and because he fucking talked. Okay, don't let him talk. No. Like, that just ruined it for me. And then when Richie was like, oh, there he is, and then the whole thing, like,
that I did kind of like.
I thought that was so fucking dumb.
No, because that's kind of how I would react in that. Like, oh, shit, there it is. Yeah.
Did not like that.
I didn't mind that. For the most part, I didn't find Bill Hader to be, like, that funny.
No.
But there were little bits like that did make me chuckle appropriately.
He was the only one that I was like legitimately worried about going in because he does have a primarily comedic background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's on a show. Bill Hader does a show called Barry.
Yeah, I know Barry.
He's great on that.
So
I watched that and I'm like, I'm more confident in his acting abilities.
Yeah,
because he's more than just writing and voice acting.
Yeah, I also did. I watched a few interviews of him with John Mulaney.
I love John Mulaney,
and it kind of I became a little bit more confident in his skills after that. But I don't know. It was just like I know he's playing Richie, but it was still like, is he going to be serious enough, or is it just going to be an entire laugh fest?
But that's the character though.
Yeah,
is Richie doesn't take anything seriously.
No,
he really does not.
And I think the way they turned up his seriousness is intertwining the closetedness.
Yeah, it worked.
So
it was a pleasant surprise for me. Mm-hmm. I thought Bill Hader. Yeah, I thought he was good. I liked him. I thought he was. I thought he was better than others, in terms of acting.
James McAvoy.
I don't know.
No, McAvoy didn't.
He was
great. He wasn't bad, but it just he gelled the worst out of the group.
We were just talking about Richie, and I had a point. So
this could be a podcast.
What? Okay, so let's talk about how Pennywise died, because I have fucking thoughts about that.
Okay.
So you have read this book a million fucking times.
Yeah.
Yes. So, does it stay pretty true to the book?
Kinda. Yeah. So, but Pennywise never dies. Because you can't kill something that's eternal.
They didn't make that apparent to me in the movie.
No, in the movie he's very much bound by physical constrictions because of the Native American thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually end up saying exactly that. Yeah. He is bound by his physical
he's
Right.
bound by the form he takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole Native American thing. I thought that was not explained in a good way whatsoever.
It's more than you get for the book.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
It's more than you get for the book.
It's like, because Native American.
Yeah, basically.
It's not a good reason.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I didn't like the way that he died, from what I saw in the movie. I thought it was such a cheap, stupid ending where you literally just stand up to him and make him small enough for you to reach into his chest and grab his heart and then squish it.
Right.
I didn't like that at all.
Because they turn his game against him.
Yeah.
That's a pathetic game then. I wanted him to be stronger than that.
What the fuck did you want?
I don't want to be able to stand up to this entity and be like, oh, you're just a clown, you're small, and then have him get small.
Right.
No.
They're playing his game against him.
That's
They're using
dumb.
his power against him.
Yeah, because they built them up with fear.
Yeah.
His power is so much better than just that, though.
I mean, like I said, if it makes you feel any better, he doesn't actually die in the book. Because he's eternal.
Yeah. Like, once I saw him getting smaller, I was like, wow, you're literally fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I built you up as this amazing villain, and now you suck.
Director did a good job then.
But I was not satisfied with that ending at all.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, it was a good adaptation of something that's otherwise unadaptable.
Yeah, I thought that even never reading the book and only hearing about it from you and other people, thought the ending was adapted properly. While still being kind of true.
Yeah, this series is chapter 1 and chapter 2 are the best adaptations I've seen.
Yeah.
How many times have they done it?
Well, I mean, just like of Stephen King's works.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what do you mean?
Like it's honestly up there with Kubrick's Shining. It's not the near masterpiece that movie is, but in terms of adapting the base work, yeah.
King's appearance and the entire thread of no one liking his endings.
Your endings suck.
I thought that was hilarious, and then they changed the ending of his book.
Yeah, but that was a nice little touch.
I loved it.
I agree with you on that. That's fun. I did not like him in the movie because that just felt like a Stan Lee thing.
That's fine. I'm fine with it. I liked it better than the Stan Lee cameos because I hate Stan Lee.
I love that he was inside that joke too.
Yeah,
like he was
making
in there
fun of
with
himself.
Bill.
Yeah,
like Stan Lee could never make fun of himself.
No. And I love that he interacted with Bill out of all the characters because that's kind of like his stand-in inside the story.
Because it is him. Because there's always a writer in Stephen King stories. Always a writer.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, there has to be.
No, there doesn't.
Yes, there
It
does.
doesn't. There doesn't need to be that level of ego stroking.
I mean,
apparently it does.
It even got so ego stroking to him going from film back to novels.
Yeah.
The purest form of writing.
So, the mini journeys that the characters had to go through, I thought that was a little...
Oh, for their tokens?
Yeah, I thought it was a little...
That was padding. Unnecessary padding.
Yeah,
it didn't flow very well. But I thought it was interesting. Best one was Bev's. The old woman made me laugh. We talked about that.
I still love the old woman monster. It was one of the grossest things I think I've seen in a while.
I'll take your word for it. That was a really good cherry sprite.
Well, so Bill's journey was obvious, and we all knew that that's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fine. Ben didn't fucking have anything, though, because he kept his token all those years.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's fine that he kept it all those years, but you have nothing to have us see.
I'm glad they didn't do one, because I couldn't have sat through another fucking flashback thing.
I couldn't even think of anything else that Ben could have had.
No.
Like, as a kid, there's nothing.
Develop him enough.
No. Unless you got the blood that was left by the bridge when they started poking him.
Right.
I liked that, though, how Pennywise started.
In the mirror.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
that was neat.
That was really cool.
It's like the first one where there's neat little bits throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then you have to sift through the rest of the movie to get to them.
Yeah.
And that's not fun.
No,
it's
work.
Yeah. Like the first one, I don't want to have to sit through for like an hour just to get to the scene in the kitchen with Pennywise and Eddie.
Oh, right.
True, yeah.
See, that was him being, like, amazingly creepy,
That's an outstanding moment.
Yes.
But then the rest of the movie's kind of a drag.
I don't agree with that part. But there was nothing like that other than the bleacher scene where I felt that type of Pennywise. Where it's like, you're creeping me the fuck out right now, and I love it.
The opening bit where he's trying to help Adrian.
The opening bit was terrifying. I also liked the mirror maze.
Yeah, mirror. That was okay.
That almost made me
thoughts on
cry.
that.
Apparently
I was almost in tears.
The director got drunk and came up with that.
Yeah, good for him.
Oh my God. Why did that almost put you in tears?
I don't know. I guess it's an older brother thing.
Mirror mazes are
alright.
fucking claustrophobic nightmares.
Yeah, I refused to go back in them when I was younger. So.
Yeah. But like the opening bit where Adrian's drowning and he's bobbing up and down the water,
and then
like this.
And then you see his hand just coming out,
bites into him. I thought that was pretty good.
But I thought that was more focused on CGI stuff instead of acting.
That's all horror movies are.
That's not true.
Hold on, can I bring up a fact with what you're saying?
No.
I was talking with you last week about this. That in the two separate movies, Pennywise takes on a different form. Mm-hmm. In the first one, he's more of a spiritual kind of presence, right? Is that what I said? Yeah, like more metaphysical. He's not.
No.
Or am I reversing it? He was a more physical presence in chapter 1.
No.
Versus a more metaphysical one.
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't know, because he's both in both.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was more creepy in the first one versus this one, where he was more of just a dick.
I mean, in the first one, you could say he's definitely more metaphysical because he's still just working off kids' fears. He's that imaginary.
He was more Freddy
aspect. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was more like Freddy Krueger.
He's working with kids.
Yeah,
but with adults, he's more confined because they don't believe the same way kids do.
Yeah, there's more of an understanding of the world around them versus pure innocence.
Right.
I wouldn't be comparing him to Freddy Krueger though, because he was literally just gross.
What about Scary Terry?
Love Scary Terry, bitch. But I wanted to get back to the scene that you were talking about earlier with the mirrors. So I loved that Bill had called Mike and he was like, I'm gonna go and save this kid by myself.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect for Bill. I love
Bill's
that.
an idiot.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's that passion of like, I have to save my little brother type of deal that I loved.
Which is weirdly, because it felt like he was over it in the first movie.
You never get over that.
No, I think he did a lot of suppressing, and he just kind of...
But it felt like he got closure in the first one.
Well, I bet you they had to do that.
And I feel, for
just in case they didn't get funding.
Because movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, because movie. But I feel like the first one, he gets that closure when he finds the raincoat, and he can finally accept that Georgie's dead. But then the movie, part 2, goes back and retcons that. Because it has to be his fault.
Yeah.
But see, they didn't touch on that before, that he really, really thought it was his fault, and the fact that he didn't want to play.
That's why I said, when you retcon something, you're going back and rewriting
You're
history.
basically fixing your own fuck-ups.
Yeah. Like,
that this director sucks.
Like the introduction of the clubhouse.
Yeah.
That was dumb as shit.
That was a retcon.
That was awful. That was so bad.
That should have been where they ran and hid.
Yeah.
So, I was a little bit annoyed, though, when Bill was able to get to the boy in the Hall of Mirrors on the one side, and then Pennywise was on the other side. That was fine until... And, like, they were both, like, trying to get to him. But, like, the boy can't just not go anywhere. He can't just be stuck in this, like, little area with nowhere to go.
Not unless Pennywise made it so.
But I don't like that. I would have rather him tried to run and then Pennywise like drag him back or something like that. They could have made that so much creepier.
Instead, we got a scene that made me laugh.
That made you laugh. Okay.
Where he's just like banging his head against the glass.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
Like you could have been done with. You could have done it once to change it from the smile to like the fangs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then just have him break through.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
No, you had to do no.
I feel like they were trying to get back to that like original like clowns are
zany and creepy.
Right.
And funny.
That was hilarious.
It was dumb. It was really fucking dumb. And I also hated how when like he first saw him, he's got his fucking tongue on the glass. I understand you're salivating over the child, but you look like a dog. Like, make it creepier than that.
And it didn't look good.
No. No, this director made him look like shit. It really
Which is
bothered
weird because, like, a lot of people got really weird sexually when the Venom trailer came out and then the Venom's tongue was doing things. You didn't hear anything about that with Pennywise.
No, because with Pennywise, it was literally just out. With Venom, it was like moving all around where you could picture where that tongue would be moving around. Are two different ways of viewing that. And with Pennywise, it just looks, lack of a better term, sloppy.
Hey.
Sometimes sloppy's good.
Not kink shaming here.
No, we're going to be talking about that later. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to point out, though.
Break.
Whatever. I wanted piles of toys where the lair was with Pennywise, because that's how it was in the first movie.
Yeah, burned down. It's gone.
Yeah, they set it on fire.
What are you talking about?
Like the thing with the trailer where he had all the mementos.
Yeah, it was set on fire.
In the sewer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was that set on fire?
The first one?
Yeah, when he died.
Really?
When he died, died or went into early hibernation, all that collapsed and started to fall apart.
Yeah, it went into his trailer.
Yeah.
His little circus cart.
I don't remember
where he does that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he is eating all of these new kids.
Yeah.
At 27 years, he's back again. Where are all of his souvenirs from them?
He doesn't like cell phones.
Yeah, he's not doing souvenirs anymore.
Why?
Because they're all cell phones.
Right. Serial killers change MOs.
I just didn't like that. I wanted some type of
Well,
indication of how he, how many people he's killed so far.
Lots.
Yeah, but I don't know that because I can't see.
Lots.
He killed
the
more
fucking
on
dinosaurs.
Screen. He's killed more on screen.
No, but
in
in
this
this realm of
it killed
27
the fucking
years,
dinosaurs.
in this particular year.
We
God
saw
damn it.
we saw everyone he killed from the moment he reawoke to when he's dead.
Yeah, that wasn't
More
a
or
lot
less.
of people.
No, but if you think about it, it only
Because-
took the course over 7 days
Right,
at most.
because he wasn't focused on feeding; he was focused on revenge.
Revenge on
Because
the
it
7
was
kids.
the first time anyone had ever heard him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still need to feed. That's it. I wanted more death. To be
I'm sorry.
fully honest with you, I just wanted more death. Yeah. What'd you guys think of the Pomeranian?
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was so fucking funny too.
I thought it was.
Oh,
they
but-
paused too long on
I
it.
was like, Jesus, yeah. That was another thing where it's like we get the joke.
It should have been instantaneous.
Yeah, and then it turns into a fucking Beetlejuice monster. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been like,
Beetlejuice
oh
monster.
look, a Pomeranian that like that. Like
I was actually
immediately.
okay with how
Because
long they laid on it. I thought that was fine.
Because they were just trying to build up the idea it's going to change. You don't know, it's going to change.
Yep.
Just do it or don't.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it or don't.
Shit or get off the pot.
So there was another thing I wanted to bring up with Bev. At the end where she's in the bathroom. I liked that, and I loved all of the blood that was there, because that was her thing that she was scared of.
Heavy flow.
Yeah. I didn't like... I think it was you, or maybe it was my brother-in-law, that he said that he didn't like all of other Stephen King's movies just kind of coming out. Here's Johnny. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What was the purpose of that? Nothing.
Because it's a pop culture thing.
But
Yeah.
it's fucking stupid.
And it's self-aware.
Actually,
It's dumb.
it was a pop culture thing when the first movie was made.
Yeah.
So it would have been coming out at the same time they were going to see movies.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, though. I thought that the only person that needed to try to get to Bev from the door was her dad.
Yeah.
That was it. I didn't want anybody else.
Her dad and maybe the old lady.
No, I would just do her dad. Because he was the one who really fucked her up.
Right.
Yeah.
Blamed her for her mother's suicide. Jesus.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
That
And
was
the fact that she was like, no, mommy was sick. Oh my god, you poor child. That was awful. But I did like the comparison of how she fought off both her dad and her future husband.
Yeah.
That was very similar, and I liked that.
Ooh. Now, I think it would have been her dad and her current husband when she was in there. I think that would have been a good...
That would have been okay.
That would have been fine, because it would have
Sure.
been past and present coming together, and then she would have been battling it.
Mm-hmm. And then there was another thing with Eddie and his mom and whatever. That was heartbreaking to
There's
me.
a lot with that.
Well, yeah. But that was heartbreaking to me that he left her, and she flat out said, I knew you'd leave me. That was awful. And was...
Well, that was his mother, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the leper trying to rape her? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I think it was just the case where the director thought, hey, this will look cool.
Because that's a sound reason for doing
let's
things.
let's have the leper be the gimp from fucking Pulp Fiction.
I mean, if you're backed by an entire studio who pretty much is like, yeah, do whatever you want,
Right.
Yeah.
and just throwing
Right.
money at the project because
But
it
again,
made money
that
before.
was just filler bullshit.
Yeah.
But obviously, he couldn't save his mom, and he had to die later for that. You know, I get that. So what did you think of Stan's suicide?
It's basically what it was in the book.
Okay.
That's it.
What do you think?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that stood out
Like,
to me.
yeah, he's just...
I got the vibe that he was also gay.
I kind of got that vibe too, but
And he had a thing for Bill.
Yeah, they didn't...
Because he said Bill as he did it.
Because Bill was the leader.
Yeah, because he was Big Bill. He was the hero of them all.
Yeah, so... Or did he have a thing for Richie? Like that's kind of like the vibe I got from him, that he was gay.
Well, Richie had a thing for Eddie.
Yeah, it was Richie and Stan were just friends.
But the reason I bring it up is because I, for the most part, liked how they did it, but I kind of wish that I had seen him actually cut his wrist, because that just would have solidified how terrified he was of Pennywise and the power that Pennywise had.
I'm legitimately surprised they didn't show that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they already had the rated R.
Yeah.
So they could have.
All we got was just like and I liked the one little flash that we got of him. You know, he had written it on the wall.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just like a quick little flash. I did like that, but that was fine. The scene served its purpose, and it should have stopped there. It didn't, because we got the whole Hallmark letter at the end.
Yeah,
and I didn't like that.
I just didn't like how he said this isn't a suicide note. Like, yes, it is.
It's 100% a suicide.
It totally is.
It totally is. Like, you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah.
I did have a question, though.
No.
Here's an answer.
Fine. So, in the first one, and I guess in the first half of the book or whatever, did Bev kill her dad?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, he just dies. Because he gets old and she just basically leaves him behind.
But she was going to go live with her aunt at the end of the first movie.
No, she didn't kill him. She
just wanted to get away.
Yeah, she just moves away and he just dies of old age.
Well, no, but don't you remember in the first movie where, like, she fucking attacks him?
Yeah, she hits him in the face with the toilet bowl thing.
Yeah, and he starts bleeding on the floor.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Yeah, but nobody came to his rescue.
I mean...
Because movie?
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Or maybe he did die, and it's because that's never, like, really resolved at the end.
No, well, it just
is.
Yeah, he just dies of old age and look.
I really wanted her to kill him, because then it just would have been more of a punch to the face that she ended up marrying someone just like him.
Aside from the actual one she got.
As far as
yeah.
as far as we know, he is dead because we never see him again after he gets hit.
Right.
So he could have died there.
Yeah.
So
but he didn't.
He didn't. What?
Mm.
When did the older lady say he died?
Like a couple of years ago. Like it wasn't even that long ago.
So
but you're also taking Pennywise's word on it.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means, all right. So he probably did die when she killed him, and she didn't even know or care.
Sure.
She just left.
Sure.
So Pennywise saying, "Oh, he lived," it's kind of like another slap to the face, saying you didn't actually do anything. You just killed your mom, not your dad.
Sure.
You just killed your mom. Yeah. So overall, what do you guys give it?
I'm giving it what I gave the first one, and it's a 5 out of 10. Dave? Closer to a 4 than a 6.
I thought it was good. I didn't get scared. No lasting effects.
Yeah.
Like a 7 out of 10, I guess.
I'm gonna give it a 6. It was originally a 5, and then I gave it a 6 instead. Whereas for the first one, I gave it a 9. So I was significantly disappointed, but still, it was fun. It was fun. I'll go see it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'd see it again. I wouldn't pay for it, but I'd see it again.
Yeah, I'll watch it again just to see if there's stuff I missed.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking about seeing it again, the director's actually planning on releasing like a
supercut.
A supercut, and with 2 additional scenes. Yeah. So there's going to be new content in the DVDs, so to entice you to buy them. I might actually buy it.
Alright, well I guess that has probably been our longest coffee at the matinee.
Yeah.
I'll cut it up.
Don't waste your time with it. Go see a better horror movie.
There are none right now.
Go see Midsummer.
Is that still out?
Probably not. There's nothing really out right now anyway.
No, it was Chapter 2, and that's about it until October.
So excited for October.
Why? What's in October?
The Lighthouse.
Oh, right. Right, yeah, I'm excited for that too.
Why does that sound familiar?
I probably told you about it. It's got Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to both of these parts. I'll part 1 and part 2.
Split it up like that.
I'm gonna do a chapter 1 and a chapter 2.
You get it?
You're a little bit of a fourth wall break there, unless I cut that out. Follow us on social media, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. No, don't fuck off.
Fuck off.
Tell all your friends, you lovely people.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.